Huh, I hit the button, didn't turn on. Don't know why it beeped, but it didn't light anything. Anyway, yeah, context to today's videos. Yeah, it really is disappointing. And Pyro called it dogma. You know, so if you attempt to answer absolute questions or universal questions, broadest perspective questions, and you establish a truth like suffering sucks and addiction is stupid, if you do that, that's dogma. If you provide a whole bunch of argument in defense of what you're stating, is that this mechanism of suffering is something been used by an evolution process that has no intelligence, has no brain, no admirable motivation, nothing that can be contrived like that. It's a mechanism, survival of the fittest, by a crude, brutal definition of fitness. We've got to concede that truth. That's dogma, though. It's dogma to point out that the system rewards alligators and dragonflies and tyrannosauruses until meteors hit them. That's dogma. And if you argue and point out that this, extensive videos, making, very articulate, concise explanations of how evolution works in the real mechanical world we exist in, regarding the mechanisms of desire, of attraction, perception of beauty itself, that these are all contrivances, mechanical, psychological contrivances built into the system, built into the organisms, because over billions of years of tyrannical competition, this is what was rewarded. Scheming to satisfy a firm penal projection. Kill thy neighbor and fuck his wife. For a long time, that was the rule. Yes, we evolved past it. That's another thing Professor Anton talks about is, I just throw this in. He made some reference to how we lost our teeth and our strength and blah blah and became big-brained and all that. No, orangutans, they're not a really, they're not a very good, well-built animal. Okay, they're too heavy for the trees they're flopping around in. They don't have any real hard, good weapons. Yeah, they're pretty strong, but, against the jaguar, they're not going to do all that well either. So they're not all that well equipped. They don't have a big, huge, giant cultural advancement. They didn't land on the moon. But they get by somehow, don't they? That's right. This evolution tends to only want to give you enough intelligence to get the job done. It doesn't really give a fuck about the moon. That's not going to do you much good evolutionarily. But anyway, it's all part of this. They accuse me of dogma, yet they're the ones preaching the dogma. The dogma that the biology knows what it's doing, that evolution knows what it's doing, that somehow it's all for some grand end, some magnificent singularity, where we will make the perfect finger painting, and everybody will go, ooh, oh my god, I just had orgasm, or some kind of crap like that. And it'll be perpetual. Yeah, we'll finally reach some state where we'll just, oh, I'm perpetually comfortable. I don't need to go kill anybody anymore. I don't hate anybody anymore. Because somehow I'm getting rubbed just right, and I'll just stay here forever. Now that's all a nice fairy tale. Sometimes I imagine it, sitting in a warm bath. They say, yeah, I'll just stay in here for, 6 or 7 days. But practicality gets in the way. You either have to get hungry, or you gotta take a piss, or something will fuck it up. The water gets cold. That's a bummer. So you can't stay there. You can't maintain your comfort. You have to go back into the pile of manure, into the humus, and go dig some more to get some more jingle, jingle, jangle, so you can afford some hot water to fill up the tub again. Or whatever the tub metaphor is. You know, whether her name is Mary or Barbara or whatever. Whatever comforts you at the correct price. You know, without whiplash. It's a problem with women. They come with that whiplash thing. Whip pussy. You know. You think you got something, and then you realize, whoops, what I got is a frying pan on my fucking head. I don't need that. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I mean, it's related to this story, because it is futile. You're not going to catch it, ever. You're not going to be able to possess it, ever. You're just going to have a taste of it, and you'll say, ah, boy, I want more now. I licked that little salty chip, as Professor Anton would complain about the stale one. Yeah, well, you licked that little salty one, and what do you want to do? Oh, yeah, I want to go back in the bag, get another one, and another one, and another one. And pretty soon you weigh 800 pounds, and you're paying people minimum wage to wipe your ass with a stick, with a, you know, old t-shirt tied on it. And yeah, everything is fine. No, everything's not fine. This is just such a stupid argument to have. To have to sit there and argue for the insufficiency of this DNA game. Man. I mean, yeah, I thought the God thing was the problem. I mean, I have been under the God delusion that God, this fairy tale of God, was the problem. Clean the human race of this delusion that somebody created this slop, and they'll see the slop for what it is. But no, that's not the problem. Okay? The problem is people don't want to see the slop for what it is. That's simple. Because they're part of the slop. And it'll offend their ego. It'll offend their sense of beauty and dignity, and their sense that their life is a beautiful thing. A marvelous invention. Yeah, you know, they don't give a fuck what it's cost. They don't give a fuck how many animals lie in waste around their little burrow. How many skeletons, you know, are littering their little anthill mound. You know, who cares what I've cost the world? Fuck that. It's not my problem. My problem's feeling good. And I know how to ferment, you know, junk into intoxicating beverage. So yeah, I'll get by just fine. That's how these fuckers live. From one addiction to another. Chasing, yet unwilling to even just raise their fucking hand and say, I'm scared. This might be completely stupid. Are you sensing that too? No, they can't even do that much. Not even a meek little concession that, yeah, that Holocaust thing was nasty, and dropping those Hiroshima bomb and shit, that was nasty shit. Yeah, I don't know how we'll ever make up for that crap. No, that's not going to happen. It's all part of our wonderful pageant. It's all just a part of the price for the parade. So what? A little mayhem, a little horror, little burn your skin off horror. So that's worth it because we have a magnificent parade. Look, Joe is playing the banjo. There, that's worth it right there. That's worth the Hiroshima, that little banjo playing. God damn it, you have to believe that. Yeah. They insult. They even bring up the subject as an offense. They won't even let you bring up the subject without being offended. How dare you oblige us to judge the game, the sacred game. You can't judge the sacred game of catch the cheese. The insatiable desire game. How dare you judge it? Yeah, right. I'm the one preaching the dogma. Oh, fuck. So anyway. Yeah, too much video today. Too much wasted life. Talking to human beings that have absolutely no willingness to go anywhere near the truth. Game over.